I'm Frederick Lauren, and I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
This thing's made of solid steel.
Annabelle, our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles.
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend-the-night ghost party was your idea, remember?
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Will you join me?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more.
And I'm not going to the party.
Would you go away for $1 million tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all.
You'll slip up one of these days.
Think so?
If I live long enough. Don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night. Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we? Let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party.
Ghosts, Doctor.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. A ghost for everybody.
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is.
Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house. And all this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later. Mr. Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines, but his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Come on.
believe in ghosts?
I don't know. Does it go anywhere? Lance! Please, come on. We'll have to break it down. It's locked.
You all right?
Nothing that money won't cure.
Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Loren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where?
I don't know. I was so scared.
Now, I'm going to knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall. Seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me. I'm Annabelle Loren. You must be Miss Manning. This is your room. Depressing, isn't it? Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know.
Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
Which is my room?
I believe this is it. Lance, if I need help, may I count on you?
Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. Please be careful.
Annabelle, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in. Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. It's close to midnight, Lance.
Okay.
It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
I'll be right down.
I don't want to stay here.
Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years.
I'm not going to stay here.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. These are our guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning and Lance Schroeder. May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. You won't have a chance to change your minds later.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
We're all locked in now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of this silly game?
In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. We have some party favors for you in these little coffins. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. You just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger.
These are no good against the dead, only the living. Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me. Just go look. But it was in there.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Just get out of here!
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her.
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Except for the ghosts.
Nora?
Nora! Nora!
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where is she? It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Let her down. She's dead, Mr. Lauren.
Nora,
Please hide me. Please hide me.
what's the matter?
Hide me. He tried to kill me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have. Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do.
Okay.
So beautiful. So cold. What do you mean coming in here?
want them to take her away. They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Pritchard. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Now, Pritchard, I've had enough of your spook talk.
Where's what's-her-name?
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Isn't there some way we can get out of this house now? So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Who will be next? How will it happen? The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Lauren. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent, okay. Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other. And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed?
Oh, I wish this night were over. Good night.
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lauren.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Did you hear anything?
Organ music?
That, and someone walking.
Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here. It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
What's happening?
We've done it.
Has she killed him?
Not yet, but she will.
What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too. Everything we've planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there. David? David?
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. Come with me, murderess. Come with me. Pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell.
Now they're 9. They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.